What is Faith Nketsi doing that Mihlali just isn't? My name is Nketsi, and welcome to Controversial, the show that highlights the uncomfortable truths of life. Because I keep it controversial. All I do is special. Let's get into it. So, for those of you guys that are new here, I am a brand strategist, and today I will be breaking down one of the two it girls of South Africa in the past 10 years, right? That is Faith Nketsi, who is also known as Queen Turk, and also Mihlali Ndamase. Sorry, she's closer. She's not Zulu. Ndamase, right? And I'm going to be breaking down why one is, upholding her relevancy and doing pretty well as a content creator, and one is obviously kind of like losing relevancy, and her following is slipping, and her relevance is slipping, and her brand image is just kind of deteriorating as far as I am concerned. And again, I don't mean to offend, but I'm here to just offer solutions and my opinion, because I definitely do believe that both of these women are incredible. They are so beautiful, so talented, and they just need a few tweaks here and there just to get to the next level. And by there, I mean one of them, because one is doing, pretty well. And I'm here to basically show you guys live examples of why I think Mihlali's brand is deteriorating versus Faith, who has been doing pretty well. So if you guys take a look behind me, all of these headlines are of Mihlali Ndamase's name and brand, right? Her name and brand are pretty much simultaneously the same because she is a brand. And just based on these headlines alone, we can conclude that her brand name or her brand image is kind of slipping, because of the bad press. And obviously bad press will, obviously lead to a decline in your following, a decline in your engagement, a decline in basically people that love and support your brand. And then here we have the headlines regarding Faith Nketsi's brand. If you guys just look and take your time and read, and just make a mental note of basically what the difference is between the two brands. These are Faith Nketsi's brands the past 2 to 3 years. These are the headlines regarding her life, what has been happening, what has not been happening, all of those things. Let me just dip my head. I should have did the same for Mihlali, actually, now that I think about it. But you can even go on Twitter for Mihlali and just type Mihlali on the search bar and you'll see the results. It's not good. The thing that people are saying about her, compared to 10 years back or 5 years back, it's like completely polar opposite. And Faith Nketsi, if anything, she's rising as a content creator than she is an influencer, and I'll tell you guys the difference. When you look at Mihlali's articles, the articles related to Mihlali as a brand, you will see a common theme, right? And when you look at Faith's, you will see a common theme too. With Mihlali, okay, so now I'm introducing the victim and victor mentality when it comes to branding. It is very important to be a victim when it comes to branding. I'm going to explain why. When you look at Mihlali's articles, they make her look like the antagonizer, in the sense that she allegedly stole somebody's husband. Allegedly, she allegedly liked comments about Rihanna after Rihanna invited her for a Fenty shoot, and then Fenty unfollowed unfollowed Mihlali from Instagram, hence probably pulling her from the campaign, the Fenty campaign she was a part of, allegedly. Also, there's pictures of Mihlali allegedly leaving a hotel of a married man. So if you look at that, the common theme is that Mihlali is an antagonizer. She is the victor, right? In every scenario of life, there's always a victim and there's a victor. There's always a victim and a person that's basically the one that's in causing pain. And it is very important in branding to be the victim. I did say on my last video that in branding, it's very important to it's all about ego. In order for people to love you, they need to think that they're better than you. Now, if you are the one that's telling them how you are better than them, it doesn't hit well to them. It's all about ego when it comes to individuals. For example, Beyonce is so talented and people love her, but now the public is swaying against her because they feel like she has too much of a perfect image. So they try to drag her down to feel better about themselves, because the general population, guys, is not perfect. And people, when they watch TV, or they're looking at TV, or they're looking at entertainment news to basically distress from their lives, when they look at a person who doesn't reflect them, or is not relatable to their lives, they feel bad. Like if a person is better than them, obviously Beyonce is better than like 90% of the population allegedly, they feel bad. It makes them feel worse about their lives. They're coming to you, they're coming to get entertained as an escape, and when they come to you, they realize, oh, this girl is better than me, so it makes them feel worse. So the reason why they came to you is to distress God. Your presence is causing them more stress. So just based on that alone, they start either tearing you down to make themselves feel better about themselves, or they don't entertain you entirely, they ignore you entirely. So the thing with Mihlali right now, this thing of like, when you watch the Unfollowed episode, she spoke about her dating a married man, allegedly dating a married man, and she spoke about the fact that the married man was separated from his wife, and women, many people were offended, especially women. And women, guys, let me tell you something, women hold they have the most consumer power than men. You can look this up. They have the most consumer power than men, because women are easier to sell to. Women are easier to sell to. And online, when it comes to being an influencer or female content creator, 9 out of 10 times, people that are actually going to buy from you are women. Men are just going to look at you and like how you look. They're going to look at you like, but as far as buying the products that you are giving, that you are selling, because Mihlali is a makeup artist, women are going to support you. So it's important for her to kind of appeal to women, right? So if she's not appealing to women, which is basically who has the consumer power, the buying power, then she is just, she's hitting herself on the foot. She's hitting herself on the foot. So by hitting herself on the foot and antagonizing women, because ultimately if she's antagonizing Rihanna, and liking the post where people are saying she looks better than Rihanna, instead of basically saying, no, guys, Rihanna gave me this phenomenal opportunity. I love her. I love this brand. I was in awe. And people see the humility in her. They would recognize themselves in her, in a sense that people usually are humble, because there's not much going on in their life that makes them feel like they're high and mighty. 90% of people in the world, they're not struggling, but they're not living their dream lives. So that has caused them, that life has humbled them. So they want to see you in them. They want to see themselves in you. So if you're humble, they'll be like, oh wow, we get it, we see it, and then they relate better, and then they have that level of trust to you and your brand. But now if you feel like, I've got everything I want and everybody's beneath me, that causes a knee-jerk reaction to your consumers, because they're like, she doesn't need my money, she's better than me, why should I buy into her, why should I follow her, why should I, you know what I'm trying to say? And that's what Mihlali has been doing. It's like allegedly that's what Mihlali has been. She's been trending for hurting other women in marriages. How many women are married and unhappily married because of their man cheating? Those women that see her saying, I don't care, I have no loyalty to the wife, they're gonna stop buying from her, because in their minds, they are the wife. They're putting themselves in the shoes of Leroy's wife, allegedly. And they're like, no, she is a part of the demise of my home. So why would I support her? And and even women that are in relationships, they'll be like, no, that's not cool, And basically, Mihlali has put herself in a position where she is the victor and not the victim. And women that have the consumer, the buying power, they do not like that. So obviously they either want to tear her down, um just to make her see how wrong it is to hurt somebody else unprovoked. They either want to tear her down, tear down her confidence. And guys, they don't care, like they're just going with trends. And women literally are the ones that are on top of trends. Once women start saying something and they join forces in that word, they will all follow. Everybody will follow. And the guys, because they want clout, they'll say what the women are saying. And women are obviously saying, we don't like Mihlali. We don't like her. She's breaking homes, building homes, she's breaking homes. And then it becomes a thing. And then now nobody likes Mihlali. And then it lessens her brand. She needs to understand that in life you are more than your looks. People can like you for your looks, but much more makes them stay. And what people need right now from her is humility. Mihlali would have a better chance if she goes out there and says, guys, I know I was wrong for dating a married man. I was 100% wrong for dating a married man, and I get bono putalami, and I've realized, and this guy did this to me to make me feel like, and make yourself the victim, because we know how men lie, and she has a better chance of people supporting her than she does where she stands and she's like, he came to me. I have no loyalty to his wife. I have no loyalty to anybody's wife. I'm gonna do me. That puts you in a position where now you're losing a large amount of followers or a large amount of loyal customers because you are not loyal to the sisterhood, and the sisterhood is very, very important. Now let me go to Faith. Faith, on the other hand, is doing the complete opposite. Faith is the victim. Faith was scammed by this man that told her that he loved her. She married this man, and allegedly, this man has no money. This man is trying to use her for money. How many women do you know that can actually relate to that story? Because marketing really is all about relatability. In order for people to trust you, they need to relate to you. So, how many women do you think can relate? How many women have a story about no good men? Almost all. Every woman over the age of 16 has a story about a no good man. So, automatically, that puts Faith at a great advantage because millions of people agree with her. Millions of people um, see themselves in her. After that, Faith has a baby. Do you know how many mothers are out there? Automatically, that makes her even more relatable. Third, Faith gets a divorce. Do you know how many single mothers are out there? You see, so now Faith now relates to over a half population of women in South Africa and in the world automatically. And then she talks about the fact that her mom was basically her mom was burglarized. I don't know if that's an English word, but her neighbor, her mom's helper and gardener allegedly they stole from her mom, and she opened up about that. She opened up about the fact that her mom feels lonely. How many South Africans do you know have been robbed and been stolen from? She has a plethora of people that relate to her and that see her as a victim. So people, when people see you as a victim and see themselves in you, they want to support you because ultimately, somewhere in the subconscious, they think they're supporting themselves. Somewhere in their subconscious, they feel like if the same happened to them, or because the same happened to them, and somebody came and became their saving grace, they are now becoming the saving grace to your story. So Faith has she has millions of people that she can now sell to. And that's why Faith Nketsi is still relevant. She is the victim. In marketing and in branding, if you remember that you need to be relatable and cater to the egos of other people, you will never be out of a job. You'll never be out of a job. Even now that I'm saying this, I have no makeup on. My hair is back. I don't have a nice long ass weave. And by the way, I'm not saying that it's better to have a nice weave. No, it's beautiful. Have a nice weave. Put on your makeup. Look amazing. Look great. If that's who you are, do it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just making an example that there are women out there like me who are like, Asanda has fat ass cheeks. She has fat cheeks. That girl has fat. That's a chubby girl. And I don't have fat cheeks. I am prettier than Asanda. And based on that alone, they are not threatened by me. So they are more likely to buy my products because or listen to what I have to say because I'm not a threat. I'm not threatening their mental health. I'm not making them feel better about themselves. I'm okay as far as their ego is concerned. I'm not a threat. So they're fine. They can watch my video. Who's a yo value? I don't care. They can support me because I'm not taking anything away from them. Do you understand? And if anything, if they had to look at my post, I'm sure they'll be like, Asanda's posts are not, And I'm not saying that people have such a weak. Uh, I'm not saying people have such a low self-esteem that they support you only because you're whack, but I'm saying that if you're a person, don't the rules of power. Don't overshine the master. And in this case, your consumers are your master because you make money off of them. When you do something, try to do it with the best intentions and don't do it at the you being high and somebody being below you, because automatically the people that you think are below you, those people are the ones that have the real power. Even if it's one person, if one person feels a certain way about you negatively, and that one person that feels like that, I'm sure a million others feel the same way. Those million people with one you, they are going to override you. And always humble yourself. Your consumer is the master. Don't outshine your master. Do things with the right intentions, and also always paint yourself as the victim in situations. Don't do things, don't step on people on your way up, basically, because when you do that, you're ultimately hurting yourself in the long run. It might not seem like that in the short while, but in the long run it only hurts you, because in the world, bruh, it's all about respect. So it's not about ukuhlonipha umuntu because emdala. It's about respecting a person because they're a person. And when a person says that you respect them for for being just a human being, they respect you for for being a human being. And when they respect you for being a human being, it makes it easier for them to relate to you. It makes it easier for them to buy your products. It makes it easier for them to basically build. And I was telling my sister this because she's starting a content. She's starting a content creating journey. She's very phenomenal. I love her content. It's very, very good. Like, I love her content. But she doesn't want to ask people for like, she doesn't want to ask people for, she doesn't want to tell people, she doesn't want to put her rate card out there, basically. Because she said, I don't want to put my rate card out there. I don't want people to think I'm below. I don't want people to think like that, for money and stuff. I'm like, girl, you better put that rate card out there. Because that humility, that will make them buy from you. When you are humble, people pick you up because we are humble. Because all of us innately, we are quite humble in our innate being, because life has humbled us. So when you humble yourself to the society is like, okay, girl, okay, why not? Let me help you, because I am you, or I was once you. Period. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. I'm sorry, this video is so long. It's so long, you guys. And I'm going to post it on YouTube just in case it doesn't fit on my TikTok or my Instagram. But either way, goodbye and bye.